Greetings to my team of 144 and all Starseeds, Lightworkers, and Wayshowers. Today is 4/21/2019, the 2121, the mirror of the 1212. It's 10:37, more 3773 codes coming in today at around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I was up on this mound in the park called Stinchcombe. It has a 360-degree vista view. I go there at times to photograph sunsets and whatnot, and the clouds were really amazing patterns today. Let us know in the comments below where you were located, if you saw anything interesting in the skies today. The patterns just kept changing, and there were thousands of these different formations that were appearing in the sky, and then these light beams that were going across the clouds. It's very interesting. Also today, more intense energies. This afternoon, my third eye was really pulsating and felt like it was popping out of my skull. This morning, upon awakening, I look out the window and a blue jay flew by. Another connection to the sky beings, the feather nation, the sky nation. And then this evening, I was able to spend some time out in nature with the messengers. A vision I had this morning when I was in a lucid state, in a meditative state, just after waking, after seeing the blue jay, a vision was transmitted to me for all Starseeds and Lightworkers, for the twin flame energies. If your twin flame, there's a 144 that just popped up. If your twin flame is in the physical with you at this time, there's a technique that you can merge your energies and enhance each other's DNA. What you can do is you're basically, this is a tantric type exercise which came to me in a vision, where if you touch each other's forehead to each other, and on the right hand you can touch the index finger to your twin's index finger, on the left hand the middle finger touch to their middle finger. And it would help if you were in bare feet and you touched toes also. It closes the circuit. It creates it combines the toroidal field in a sacred way, and just feel the energies. Let the energies combine. It'll be water and fire coming together. So through the crown you might feel a blissful, and then chills through your body. And where was I? Yeah, as the water and the fire mix, the feminine water, the divine feminine, and the divine masculine combine, it creates steam. You know, just like when you boil water, the steam rising. That's the levity, the bliss. Now, if you don't really feel the energies, you could try touching your noses together. That's a native thing too. So there's native cultures that would rub each other's rub noses together. There's a very sensitive, you could say, portal or acupuncture point on the tip of the nose. It's a powerful conduit for the flow of energy. A lot of nerve endings. The nose is very sensitive to all energies. So give that a shot. you could practice. You can, burn incense. You can turn it into a sacred, divine connection on a deeper level. It's a practice that you can do. And you could burn incense. You could play divine music, divine sound, celestial music, angelic music. I also wanted to thank everyone for their support in the CBD business. We have I believe around 31 people on our team. Now I have 3 people that I'm building their downline, and what I'm doing is rotating everyone's link in my traffic funnels. We're getting about 100 hits a day to everyone's pages, so when you sign up for the CBD business, you'll get your own page where people can purchase products. There's some great organic CBD oils, and there's a couple products for your pets and some other skin products and that with CBD in them. They're organic, they're non-GMO, and made of the highest quality. Now you can check that out at 2 Steps to Wealth. Number 2 Steps, STEPS. Number 2 Wealth, WEALTH.com. 2stepstowealth.com. And you'll see it's not going to be me that you would sign directly up under. It'll be someone on our team. So what I'm doing, I'm placing 2 people under each person and building under them. So thank you everyone that has been contacting me through email and sending me your links, sending me the emails that you receive when someone signs up under you. That will help grow this faster and help me to be able to connect with everyone on the team. And I'll be doing probably every other week a live meeting, probably live meditation, then a Q&A. And I'll also invite everyone that has made donations for the Ecuador Healing Center. I'm getting a ton of support. A lot of people contacting me from around the world, seeing this vision, the vision of a sustainable community, which this opportunity with the CBD business will help fund this vision and potentially help others around the world to build their visions out to get funding for that. So you can check that out too. There's more information on, if you go to primedisclosure.com and click on Dow Day Ecuador, I'm going to create a CBD page and then also create bios for people on our team and promoting their services, if you're in the health and wellness industry. So get in contact with me. Send me an email to habanerosun@yahoo.com. That's HABANEROSUN.com. And I've been getting a lot of emails and messages, so I'm doing my best to keep up with them all. But eventually I will respond. I can't keep up with all the messages on YouTube because I'm just getting hundreds. I just don't have enough time in the day to be able to respond to every message and comment on Facebook and YouTube. But I'm doing my best. We're all in this together. We're here to lift each other up on the wings of this divine energy. The divine feminine and the divine masculine are coming fully online and manifesting into this realm. We're supposed to tomorrow be the waves coming in. There'll be particles from the sun. These cosmic waves, these cosmic, what they call cosmic radiation, is supposed to be, you could say, penetrating into the earth, into Gaia, into the field. I like to think of consciousness as a field of energy. So from the central sun through our sun, these waves tomorrow are supposed to really intensify and fill this field of Gaia and it will affect, all of humanity, which is part of the process of awakening the codes in our DNA. So today's transmission is from Lisa Renee, undertaking the Christos Starseed mission. Many of us that are on the Ascension path, or who have awakened to remember ourselves as a starseed, have come to the earth during the Ascension cycle to actualize our unique blueprint and mission, attempting to embody the highest template of Christos consciousness possible, and to help support the mass planetary awakening. Most starseeds chose very challenging earth bloodlines to incarnate into during this cycle, as well as co-created very aspiring spiritual missions and pre-birth agreements to stretch themselves into the outer limits in order to reach their heroic probability. We knew what was at stake in this specific incarnation. Thus, many of us have front-loaded intense consciousness lessons and karmic clearings in this lifetime in order to master the polarities and entities, and to gain mastery over the technological mind control and learn about the anti-human culture impacting this planet. As a result of the front-loaded 3D Earth lessons, many of us have suffered through intensely disturbing and difficult childhoods, trying to make sense of the world around us, as well as cope with the dysfunctions and abusive situations arising between our own biological family members. Most starseed people suffer from extra levels of memory wipe and are harassed more directly by the NAA starting in childhood in order to discourage them from discovering their true mission and spiritual purpose. As a result of this specialized dark harassment, many of us may develop an unconscious complex and pain body, thinking that something is deeply wrong with us or that we are a bad person, because we cannot understand how we found ourselves in this strange predicament. Was I a mass murderer in a previous lifetime, that this ill treatment is actually justified? You have a right to be baffled and confused by this ill treatment, as nothing is as simple as it seems, and the narrative we have been told is false. We have to awaken and remember why we came to the earth during the Ascension cycle. Before we incarnated into 3D, we understood our responsibility to heal the family of origin bloodline, and that the spiritual support we would have to complete ancestral healing would be made available to us. We just did not remember or know how much hard work that would actually turn out to be. Additionally, after some years of slogging through this miasma, as the master number age of 33, we generally reach another threshold of completed genetic path cutting and kundalini activation. Our holographic repatterning expertise is now applied to the collective consciousness grids of the earth, making us a grid worker by default, an acupuncture point to run rainbow frequencies into the grid, sharing our unique DNA pattern with the earth. We find ourselves with streams of light and kundalini current blasting out of random body parts, sparks coming out of our hands and fingers, with an increasing sensation of an open and widening heart and crown used for spontaneous transiting and soul retrievals. Sleep no more, Christos Starseed, because now your body is an organic God technology in which during sleep and awake hours there is no difference. You travel to the ends of the universe to answer the clarion call and work with other spiritual family members on what needs to be done. In this stage of development, our personal world explodes. All personal interest and preference in 3D is washed away into non-existence, and all that is left is the truth, spirit, and service. As a result of this Starseed mission, many of us not only suffer from an orphan complex during various stages of our ancestral clearing and healing process, but may also experience ourselves as being singled out as the black sheep, the oddball, the outcast, the weirdo. Many conventional 3D Earth people around us seem to sense that we are energetically different, like they know we are different but cannot put a finger on what is different about us. They do not feel comfortable about those differences and begin to develop clever ways to verbally attack, emotionally manipulate, or cope with the fear that is surfacing by the blame shifting. Gaslighting 101 straight from the NAA dark press. Many times a starseed can feel singled out for isolation, ridicule, ostracism, and being accused of things that they did not do, acting in the archetypal role of scapegoat. Oh, my scapegoating, let me count the ways. How many times were others' emotional burdens thrust upon me as if that was my fault, standing there like a wallflower trying to go unnoticed, only to be subjected to another's emotional theatrics, a boatload of dark spitballs and etheric weapons, only to be told it was my fault. This repeated pattern does not exactly help our confidence levels, as when you are considered the odd person out in a group of people where you don't feel to be fitted in anywhere, it's a lonely and bewildering proposition. However, the most important piece in the starseed experience is that although it is not pleasant to have people easily feel they can use you as a scapegoat or whipping post, it is a great learning opportunity to master the world of forces and the 3D negative ego. To understand that if you do not completely love and accept yourself and reclaim your own spiritual power, someone or something will try to rip this light out from inside you by making you feel small. On this planet, the default setting is to use ridicule and character defamation by the local schoolyard bullies to make you feel bad about yourself. We must come to the level of recognizing ourselves for who and what we are as starseed people, unapologetically but harmlessly, knowing it is our job to take our power back and to love ourselves unconditionally for all we have been through, knowing it all has purpose. We cannot keep acting as the doormat for parasitic exchanges, being sucked dry by idiot compassion, allowing our light, our heart, and spirit to be eroded by those who are run by fear and intimidation. This is my public confession as a starseed that I have always been considered to be the oddball, the black sheep, the weirdo, the one that people around me cannot understand, and to be constantly criticized and put down by those around me that seek to gain control over what they cannot understand. As a youngster, I had thought of myself as the redhead stepchild, the beat-up kid that the universe didn't want. God knows it took me most of my life to understand and fully accept my starseededness. It is so that I could reclaim my personal power and stop caring what others thought about me. In order to fully reclaim my authentic Christ self, I had to choose expressing my personal truth over all things, and learn to ignore the stream of dark accusations leveled towards my service mission. The dark is in the darkness, and it lives in the shadow of ignorance and confusion in people's minds. It just is the way it is. As a spiritual catalyst, as a person that loves truth over discomfort, I have never been popular or well liked. Instead, my mere presence makes some people deeply uncomfortable. All of my life was a struggle to conform to others' expectations of me, struggling to make ends meet, struggling to make it through the day, living as someone else that was unrecognizable to me. Even now, in my own direct field of experience, I tend to be labeled as things I'm not. I live my life on Earth as generally feeling very misunderstood by the majority of people, the fish in the wrong pod, an oddity here on planet Earth. I share this experience with the starseeds of this world so that you know you are not alone in feeling this way. The Earth is a strange and beautiful place, but the judgmental nature of mind control here is set up on turbo, and this takes some getting used to, that you will be labeled or looked at to be the black sheep or an oddball for just being yourself. And this is the made-up persona used by other unconscious pain, so that you are made to be the whipping post for that unresolved emotional content which is not understood and remains unreconciled in the shadow selves. Some of the most baffling things I've learned about being on Earth is that in general, 3D people do not understand the value system of live and let live. Instead, they tend to immediately act threatened if you do not want to conform to their lifestyle and agree with everything they say. Somehow 3D people take this personally, which is really strange to me. How is it that just being myself, as authentic as I know my inner self to be, threatening to another? This is Earth and it's surreal down here. Recently we had a Starseed community member share that she felt walked around the Earth with a big F-U on her forehead. This blog is dedicated to you and all of us that have felt the same way over the years. She shared that people seem to react to her in excessively negative ways to put her down, wondering why this parade of people seem to want and enjoy sending a stream of emotional garbage while excluding her. I laughed out loud, having recognized this pattern throughout my life also. In the hardest times of my spiritual nomad phase, I was convinced that I was marked with a message in my etheric layers that said, "Kick my butt." Later I learned that my butt was getting kicked really hard because I had to learn my lessons, see my influence, and not abuse my power. I had to totally love and accept myself, the real part of me that is unique and seems weird to others. I had to take full responsibility for my mission, my life as it is now. I had to toughen myself up and stop with the idiot compassion. I had to listen to my inner spirit always, no matter what. I had to trust God and no one else fearlessly. I had to see where the darkness was blocking me from achieving my mission. I had to motivate myself to keep going, never give up, even when the dark was royally kicking my butt. Starseed people, you have been blessed with unique and sometimes otherworldly gifts that make you appear to be different to others. So many of us struggle to find common interest with the 3D lifestyle, and yet this is not who we are and what we came to offer in this world. In many ways, you are a person from the future and some of the brightest and biggest lights in this world. You have much value to offer the people in this world. Sometimes the brightest lights threaten to outshine others around them, and sadly, this tends to make others feel insecure about themselves. So next time someone says an off-color remark, remember this person feels insecure about themselves. I know you may not think you are so powerful and so bright, but you really are. Muster the courage to reply and say something kind, bless them to find inner peace, and go on your merry way. Insecure and fear-based people are plenty in this world, and a simple act of kindness in the face of insults can actually restore faith in humanity. Starseed people, do not make yourself small and cringe when you are ill-treated in this way. Called the black sheep or weirdo, a person that is excluded from the mainstream acceptance. We are here to resist the mind control programming. We do not conform to the slave mentality. You are here to show the way for others around you. Being unique and different means that you are making an original contribution to the earth culture and impacting the world by fearlessly shining your light and speaking and acting in your personal truth and from personal integrity. Personal integrity is the quality of being truthful and honest with yourself and others. It means living as you are right now, aligned with your own personal value system from this day forward. May your personal prayer include that you commit to serve your heart and that you will always be true to you. Honor your entire being and honor your life force. Inquire and put forth the effort to know the real content of your heart's desires and look for that higher purpose to keep spiritually growing. And only really give to others what feels joyful and aligned for your person. Do not bargain yourself away or sacrifice your truth. Be bright, be light, be harmless, but stay strong and steady on the course. We are in this together. With love, Lisa Renee. And that's from AscensionEnergies.com. I felt to share this with all of you in this community today because I know many of you have had a very difficult story, life situation, and many of you feel alone in this mission, and just know that you are not alone. Most of us Starseeds have had a very difficult and challenging life and had suffered greatly. And it was Barry Long that would teach that one of the greatest questions you can ask yourself is, have I suffered enough? And on an individual level, almost all starseeds unequivocally would say, yes, I have suffered enough. We're done with the suffering. We're done with the duality programming. We're done with the conflicts, both internal and external. So we keep living our path with heart, living your passion, finding what it is that makes you feel alive, makes you feel excellent, makes you feel ready to take on the world. So keep transmitting that light, that love, your truth. Live from the heart. Be connected to all things. The veil is lifting between worlds. We are connecting to our higher selves on a deeper level, and we are going deeper into the unconscious, into the still unconscious mind. And we go deeper and deeper into that still center, finding that peace, the stillness, the silence, the void, and facing ourselves and looking ourselves in the eye, looking our true self and saying, I do not back down. I do not live in fear. I live in joy. I live in love. And I live in truth. Because you have this, my beloved being of light. We came here on this mission. We are not going to fail. Love has won. And it is through us that this love is manifesting into this realm. The team of 144, the Starseeds, the Lightworkers, the Wayshowers. We are lifting up each other. We are lifting up the collective. See the beauty that's in this new earth. We are manifesting the new earth here now in this body where I always am. The body of truth, the body of Christ, the body of Buddha, the body of love. Shui. You are the frequency of light and love. Rainbow body activated. Light bodies activated. All strands of DNA are coming online. They're activating. They're awakening. Our true light bodies are awakening and manifesting into this realm. Be in the love and the light of the one true source, the great mystery. Much love and blessings to you all. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Namaste.